Yes, the year 2026 is the year of God. It is the year of the Lord. Indeed, I know that we Brazilians are quite uninformed about things, especially when it comes to the Hebrew language. In Hebrew, God's name is both letters and numbers. It has numerical representation, and the number that corresponds to the name Yahweh in Hebrew is 26. This works through a geometric summation of the numerical values of the letters in Yahweh's tetragrammaton, totaling 26. That's why in the Jewish calendar it's also the year of the Lord. Though we call it 2026, the Jewish calendar reflects the same significance. It's also 6. So many Jews are discussing this among themselves, and there are already several videos of Jews saying 2026 is the year of the Lord for us. This is because of the numerical language where the sum of the tetragrammaton letters in Yahweh's name equals 26. So why might the war of Gog and Magog happen in 2026? Because it's the year when God will show his power. I was analyzing this event in relation to that year, and yes, the war of Gog and Magog could indeed happen in 2026. Why? Because the war of Gog and Magog is when God will demonstrate his power and destroy Israel's enemies. I'll first read a text from Isaiah chapter 61 verse 2, which says, "To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn." This is tremendous. It is the year of the Lord, the year of vengeance. Now let's see what this vengeance is. Look here in Ezekiel chapter 39 verse 4. "You shall fall on the mountains of Israel." Who will fall? Gog and Magog. "You and all your troops and the peoples who are with you, I will give you to birds of prey and to the wild animals to be devoured." Why? Because God will destroy the army of Gog and Magog. You will fall on the open field because I, Lord Yahweh, have spoken. I will send fire on Magog and those who dwell securely in the islands, and they will know that I am the Lord. I will make my name known and reveal my holy name among my people Israel. Look, God says those people are his. Don't mess with Israel, see? I will make my name known among my people and never again allow my holy name to be profaned. And the nations will know that I am the Lord, the Holy One in Israel. So I believe, Anabia, that the war of Gog and Magog could happen in 2026 as it's the year of the Lord, the acceptable year of the Lord. The Bible indicates the Lord's year is one of vengeance, God's vengeance against Israel's enemies. God declares here, "I will make my name known among nations and no longer let my holy name be profaned. I will send fire to destroy Gog." So brothers, look, we're going to be watching these events because everything points to the war of Gog and Magog happening in 2026, followed by the Antichrist's agreement. The Antichrist comes to impersonate God. His appearance in God's year is already a sign that will later enable the people of Israel to accept him as God. So there are these two events likely to happen, probably mid-year or year-end for the agreement, and I don't know the exact date for Gog and Magog, but following that war, which is when Israel's neighboring enemy nations will gather an army to invade Israel through its mountains. But at this moment, God will send fire, which I believe is a bomb from Iran, sent to destroy Israel. However, it will fall on the army of Gog and Magog, destroying them all. Among this army will be one of the great leaders from those regions, most likely from Turkey or possibly from Iraq or Syria, one of these countries, but most likely it's Turkey. So we'll keep watching because after the agreement comes, that's the best time to visit Israel. Either go then or never go, which is 3.5 years after the agreement. Why? Because the agreement is expected to last 3.5 years. If the agreement emerges at the end of 2026, it will probably be broken in mid-2030, not 2033. I misspoke. 2030 to complete the 3.5 years. And then from that point forward, another 3.5 years, ending in 2033. That's exactly right. Why? Because those who watched my other live stream about the 2,300 evenings and mornings understand this calculation. Yes, these things are in the Bible. So we analyze biblical context, not just analyzing, but asking God for discernment and understanding while observing the signs. Since 2026 represents God's tetragrammaton Yahweh, it's the acceptable year of the Lord, the year of God's vengeance against Israel's enemies. It's God's opportunity to show nations, look, to you who are enemies of Israel, I'll show that they are my people. God himself says this in chapter 39 of Ezekiel. It's God himself declaring, I will make known my holy name. What is God's holy name? Yahweh. It's not another name, not Al-Shah, not Alwa, not Allah. No, it is Yahweh. Understand? That is God's true name. Why? Because God's name has no consonants, it's unpronounceable. So the closest pronunciation is Yahweh.